Hello, I'm Alice Bradley.
And I'm Eden Kennedy, and we're here to tell you about childbirth on Mom Ed.
Yes, and today we are discussing birth outside the hospital, and I don't know why, but we're in an oversized kiddie tub of some sort.
It's not a kiddie tub, it's a birthing tub. Today we have as our guest Lydia, who is a veteran of 2 outside the hospital births. One was done at a birthing center, and one was at home, and one was done using a birthing tub.
That's right.
Yes, welcome Lydia.
Thank you.
So you have 2 children.
I have 2 boys.
How old are they?
4 and 1.
Wow, okay. So the first birth was at a birthing center?
It was in a birthing center, which was actually in a hospital.
Okay.
It was just a midwife-led birth.
Gotcha.
In a hospital.
Did doctors and nurses stay out of the room and let midwives do their thing, or were they kind of poking in? Or?
I didn't see a doctor, no. There were nurses.
Okay.
The hospital nurses were also in the room
Right.
with my midwife.
And so the second time, you were determined to give birth in the tub.
Yes, I was.
Is that part of it? That's
Really?
part of why you did it at home, so you could do that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What were the advantages? What did you feel?
So it's much less painful. And it's a wonderful introduction for the baby.
All right, I have another interesting statistic I'm going to throw out. The average cost of a home birth is $2,000 to $3,000, although it may or may not be covered by insurance.
That's right.
Right.
No, mine wasn't. I had to do it out of pocket.
Okay, what's a hospital birth?
The average cost of a hospital birth without complications is
It's
actually
$1 million.
$7,000 to $8,000, though. I mean, it's more than double.
Right, but you're paying for everything, right? There's like if they use one Band-Aid,
If they
you have
use
to pay
a
for the whole
wet wipe, yeah, it's $10, right?
wet wipes.
Right. No, but
Wet wipe use can really get racked up. But so at some point, I mean, something could happen,
certainly.
right? Things go
Yes.
wrong
Yes.
occasionally.
Yes.
So shouldn't you be in a hospital? I'm just being devil's advocate. Not saying you have to be.
Well,
but
a midwife is actually a trained medical professional. They can handle a lot
That's
of
ridiculous.
things. They can
By the way.
handle a lot of things. And if it gets on the verge of something they can't handle, they know in advance, and they are
Okay.
prepared to transfer the hospital. How did you prepare your house for your home birth?
do you have to like put a tarp down on
You have
everything?
to put a tarp
just
down.
an enormous
yep.
tarp.
Enormous tarp. You have to put a plastic sheet under the sheets from the bed in case you end up giving birth in the bed.
Did you have to bake your sheets?
Yes.
Yes?
Yep.
I
Some of
had
the
to do that
sheets.
too.
Yep.
Both of these two
And-
with the baking of the
Yeah,
sheets.
you have
I
to.
don't
Yeah,
quite.
it gets the germs out. I
Yeah.
guess. It's just a low temperature.
And then they're all toasty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't stay
Just
toasty.
like odor.
My midwife asked me to prepare, other than the general, get some surgical gloves and lots of towels. She
Yeah.
said you'd need a cookie sheet, a crock pot, what else? Plenty of towels, and a bowl for the placenta.
Oh, yes.
Ah. Was
For
the
the cookie
crock
sheet.
pot also for the placenta?
No, I thought that was what it was for.
Yeah,
But
right?
it was for
Oh, for
keeping.
heating like towels.
That's right, for keeping warm towels. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, took me a minute. I was
Yeah.
like, you're slow cooking the placenta.
And
Oh,
you
sorry,
want
go
to
ahead.
know what the cookie sheet's for?
yeah. What was the cookie sheet
I
for?
have no idea. The cookie sheet is should there be a situation postnatally when you need to revive the baby or to transport it. It needs to be on a flat.
Oh my
surface.
gosh! So it wouldn't. It would be on like a blanket on the cookie sheet.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
there's,
yeah.
it's just a sturdy flat thing.
Yeah, something that you could really carry and keep the baby
Right.
flat.
Like
Aw,
not a
cookie
cutting
sheet.
board. You want like
No,
something with a little lip.
little
I know,
edges,
right?
get
Then
it
it starts
rolled.
getting weird.
So what happened right after the baby was born? How'd that go?
So the baby was born into the water. It was wonderful. He just kind of floated through. And then when we were ready to bring him out, I just picked him up.
You didn't do it right away. Like
No.
really? He just
No,
hung
It's
out
nice
there.
to hang out just for a few seconds.
Oh, okay.
Just,
Not for
nice.
like several minutes.
Yeah, and then I put him, put him on my chest, and then the placenta's born. So you continue to have some contractions, but you have this beautiful baby on your breast, and it's just
It's just
looking up
afterthought
at
is
you.
the
So it's just
placenta.
like, oh yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
So then the placenta comes out, and we put it in the bowl that we had
Yes.
prepared,
Nice.
and we took a look at it.
All right, ladies, I gotta know. Is it messy giving birth at home? I imagine there's mess, right?
Yeah, birth is messy.
Yes.
Yeah, but the nice
Okay.
thing about having it in a tub is that it's all contained in the water.
Okay.
But yeah, there's
Yeah, and they drain it with a pump, and
Yeah.
so it just all kind of just goes down the waistline that is
Okay.
connected to your house anyway. That's part of the midwife's thing. They
Right.
just They whisk it away.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's a
especially
cleaning
at home.
service.
Yeah, they're there. They clean it up. There are 2 midwives. They get rid of it.
Yeah.
They take the baby, make sure the baby's okay. You know.
Yeah, they weigh the baby. They have little portable scales. It's got a little like sort of hammock thing underneath it, and they weigh him.
Aw. Do they do the
Yeah.
APGAR scores?
They do the APGAR
Because I like a
stuff.
number.
What
Yeah,
else?
they
What
do
else?
that. They do the APGAR scores first, and they give you lots of time, as you say, with the baby at the chest.
Right.
They're making sure that the baby's healthy and fit, and
Okay.
and you know and if you have a second midwife there, then they'll be cleaning up, and you kind of don't notice all that stuff happening,
Yeah.
do you?
I think I've learned a little something.
I'm glad, Alice. I think I did too. I learned that you're more open-minded than I give you credit for. A
little bit.
Just a little.
Lydia, thank you so much for everything. This was
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting and bobbing around with us for a little while. Our next episode is the first few weeks after the baby is born. What happens? What do you do? What's the baby doing? And our guest will be Rosie Pope. So thanks.